Hello, everybody, and welcome back to day 2, part 2 of the upper body pain relief series. And I am going to be it's also known as pain relief for pickleball players because, quite frankly, I was inspired by my pickleball friends and I wanted to provide some pain relief for all my friends that I saw that were experiencing like the pickleball elbow, also known as a tennis elbow, and there's some wrist pain happening and some shoulder and neck pain. So this is for you, my pickleball friends, as well. And it will be on the upper body. Today, I am going to be sharing with you some tips on relieving pain from your elbow. So part 1 we did was yesterday, and that was with neck and shoulders. Tomorrow's episode will be about wrists. And today I'm also going to be talking about ingredients. So it's going to be surrounding some holistic care around like looking at ingredients, and then I'll be sharing some tips as well for relieving elbow pain. So this series I'm using StreamYard to broadcast through to YouTube as well as Facebook. So I welcome you from wherever you're watching from, whether it's YouTube or Facebook. Actually, let me know. Just type in hello. Let me know where you're watching from. And hey, if you're watching it on the replay, make sure you type in replay in there. So if you are watching from the Facebook group and you'd like to interact, please allow StreamYard permission to show your name and picture by clicking the link in the comments there. I'm going to have to ask my helpers to put that one in. And I would like to extend a huge congratulations to everyone watching for being proactive and taking charge of your health and taking the steps that you need to learn something new, maybe for some of you. Maybe this is a review. Have you used acupressure before? Let me know. Type in and let me know. And yeah, and I'm just going to go over to some of those comments right now. We've got, oh, Erin's here. Hey, Erin, how you doing? Thank you for watching. Kim is here as well. She's watching from Kelowna, and I've got a Facebook user saying hello. So this is what I mean with the giving StreamYard permission to show your name and profile picture, because it is an external app that is being used. It's a security feature through Facebook. So if you could go ahead and give those that comment, that would be awesome. Yeah, and here it is. It's StreamYard.com/Facebook is the link to show that if you'd like to share who you are with me. Yeah. So who was here from yesterday, and have you been doing the neck and shoulder tips that I gave to you? Yeah, let me know in the comments. The challenge that I have for people is to follow along with a tracking sheet, and that would be something that I'm going to get to in a little bit as well. Oh, and I got Arlana here again. Hey, it's Arlana. How's it going? Okay. So yeah, I really do believe that we have to take the responsibility for our own health care and assembling a team for ourselves. So a little disclaimer here. If you have something going on with your elbow or anything that, you're in severe pain, please go check it out. Go check it out with your physician and make sure, you don't need an X-ray or MRI or anything done like that. So while these tips are good, you do really need to find out what the source and cause of your pain is in the first place, and then go from treating it from there. So we've got some feedback here. Arlana is saying that her neck and shoulders are better. Thanks. Awesome. Please keep using those points. The hard part is remembering to keep doing them even when you start to feel better. Erin says her sleep app said she got 100% sleep last night after doing the points, and that's a first. Woohoo! Way to go, Erin. Yes, there are some side effects, some positive side effects that can happen from doing these acupressure points, and especially when relieving from the neck and shoulder area. Okay. So yeah, in this series, oh yeah, you can share these points with your family and your friends. I'm glad that you're here and participating, and that you are, you'll be able to share these points with yourself, with your friends and family. This is open information. It is here for sharing, so please do so. Because in this series, you're going to learn tips for pain relief. You'll have the tools that you need to treat any aches or pains quickly as they arise, because all you need are your fingers. And you'll discover how easy it is to do. And the results really will start to speak for themselves. And actually, as saying that, Barbara's here saying, yeah, she's feeling so much better as well. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. So yeah, like after doing these points, and especially if you continue with this into the 21-day challenge, you will end up leaving with a renewed sense of hope and transformation that is going to get you back to living your life to the fullest, to what you had before you had the aches and pains that, often inhibit what it is that we can really do. So if you're ready to take charge of your health again today, type in yes in the comments if you are. And hey, if you're watching the replay, please go ahead, type in replay, and follow along as well with the prompts as well, because there's going to be some prizes for later that I'm giving out. So yeah, if you weren't here yesterday, I'll just reintroduce myself. My name is Carly Penfold, and I have been a holistic practitioner for over 12 years. I've been practicing like a metaphysical massage, which is a combination of Shiatsu Acupressure, Reiki energy healing, Chakra Balancing. I use sound healing with singing bowls. I use aromatherapy with essential oils. I'm also a therapeutic touch practitioner. And what I've really come to find is that when people are in distress and have pain and discomfort, it's not just the physical body that we need to take a look at. It is the entire self. It's our energetic body, it's our spiritual self, and it's our physical body. And based on that, actually, I founded the Holistic Market and Psychic Fair in 2015. And I had that event because I realized that there was a large holistic community that had a lot of individual practitioners in it, and bringing everybody together into one spot made it super easy for the community to find people who are, that they've been searching for along their holistic journeys as well. I did hold over 40 live events in those 5 years. And once COVID hit and closed the doors for that, I did an online summit. And that one had we had 16 expert panelists, and I addressed health and wellness topics, healing circles we did, and we did collective readings for the group as well. And being immersed in all of this holistic healing, it really does make a difference when the physical and the energetic bodies are both supported. So along my journeys in the last year, I joined the faculty of the Metaphysical School, which is an online school. Actually, in there, I do have a tutorial on an introduction to meridians, in which I teach the source point or balancing point for all 12 of the meridians in the body that lead to the different organs. It is available for purchase through the Metaphysical School. I will be giving away access to that video for a few lucky people participating in this series. So I'll get to that a little bit later as well as to how to do that. And I am also a distributor for Young Living essential oil products, as I have found, my opinion is that they have the best ingredients in their products for self-care and for non-toxic cleaning and a non-toxic lifestyle, from supplements to cleaning to the actual essential oils, toothpaste, body lotion, everything you're going to put on yourself or around yourself. These products are super clean. And actually last year I went to one of the farms I went to two of them actually in Idaho. I went and checked it out myself, and I did a farm tour, and I even distilled some of my own oil. So that was a lot of fun, and I really enjoyed doing that, actually getting behind the scenes on what was going on. So with the farms there, because I wanted to see it for myself. So as I was sharing yesterday, my first experience with holistic healing was when my family was living in Indonesia. I was 14 years old, and my mom took me to see an acupuncturist to help reduce my acne. And this first introduction to the alternative therapies really did become a journey that hasn't really left me ever since that happened. It's been a lifelong journey for me. Some of the ways that I use acupressure on myself and in my family, I use acupressure and essential oils for relief from osteoarthritis, which I have in my hip, my left hip. When I was experiencing a lot of pain while playing pickleball, I was getting treated for it, and eventually my chiro, another person on my team, suggested that I get an x-ray done, and that unfortunately showed that I was starting to get some degeneration in the joint and wearing down of cartilage. So the feeling is kind of like a bone-on-bone feeling. So when things like this happen, I start to look at what can I do to support this from getting worse, because hip surgery in my future is something I would like to avoid if at all possible. So these are some of the tools that I use. I use acupressure and essential oils. Even more recently, when I injured my knee while wake surfing, that really took me off the pickleball courts for a while, but I'm getting back. I'm going to try again today. So I used, again, I used the acupressure points. I used essential oils to help reduce inflammation. And that's, you know, it really sucks when you get an injury and you're taken out from something that you really want to do. Or, you know, even with elbows, if you're in the surfing industry, like if it affects your job and your ability to do it, you know, it's going to affect your income. And so it's more than there's just the pain, like it's the pain of the physical side, but the pain that hits your wallet too. So, you know, whether you've experienced something like this exactly or had something similar, you know, let me know, let me know in the comments. Yes, if you've experienced an injury that's really impacted your life and you just wish you could have gotten so much better and had some tools for that, which I was going to be sharing with you today, and some of those things that you can do. So I did mention a little bit here about ingredients, and I'm going to share another story with you about that, because when my daughter was 6 months old, and well, she's turning 20 this year, so I can tell how long ago this was. I actually introduced her to cottage cheese, and then almost immediately she started to cry, and she was breaking out in hives and was having an allergic reaction. And I felt so helpless seeing her going through this. And I know that there was some food allergies in our family, so I was kind of aware that this may or may not occur. I kind of thought it would be with peanuts, to be honest, but turns out dairy and eggs are what she's allergic to. And you know, she's just so little and tiny, and like, what can you do for someone that's like so in distress? Like, have you experienced that with a family member too? Like you see them going through some pain and distress, and you just want to be able to help them. Like your heart just goes out to them. If you've experienced anything like that, and you know, feeling helpless about it, or that was something that really pivoted you on finding out more information about a condition or something like that, you know, let me know if you've experienced something like that. Let me know. Just type in the comments. Let me know. And so since that day, I've been reading ingredients on everything, and it's not just for food. Because, like, did you know there's actually milk ingredients in things like shampoo and lotions? Like, I'd be super hyper vigilant about everything that was coming into our home, everything that was being fed to her and around her too. Because, for example, lactose is a sugar that's found in milk and is used in everything from like potato chips to you name it. And even like things that are in protein powders and whey. Whey is a protein from milk, like from dairy. So you know, things like, they have all these different names, and it was really challenging to get through the whole learning the whole list of these other words that meant milk or meant eggs. and so these are things that I started to look at, you know, trying to find products that were safe, that we could have in our home. And we still do have those in our household, but we're super vigilant about making sure we wipe down the counters afterwards. If anything is out, like a powder, make sure that it doesn't get airborne, because then she'll end up like breathing it in and having a reaction that way, or getting super itchy eyes. So so yeah, this is, you know, something, and so another thing along my holistic healing path that I've been on is, you know, looking at ingredients. And so when I, you know, after my knee injury, when I was wake surfing, I had a video call with my doctor, and he offered a prescription for some pain relief. So I said, yeah, you know what, I'll try that. I was in a lot of pain. And what he prescribed for me was diclofenac, which is a stronger version of Voltaren, which is a common over-the-counter cream that can be used for reducing arthritis pain, as well as any pain in the joints. So the prescription strength that I got is like 10%. I actually have it like right here. So it's like a 10% prescription strength with this, the ingredient being the diclofenac. And as an example, I think Voltaren is like between around 3% or so. So this is like 10. It's like 3 times as strong. And I thought, you know, I'm going to go to Dr. Google. And I'm going to see exactly what this is. Like, what is this? What am I putting on me? What are the side effects going to be? And sure enough, you know, what turns up? Oh, stomach and intestinal bleeding, greater risk of sudden heart failure. No thanks. So I actually, and then I found that it was banned in 2006 in Australia, because vultures, which were quite prevalent prior to this, they were actually dying off to the point of extinction, because they were feeding on the carcasses of the animals that had been treated with the human version of diclofenac instead of the veterinarian side of things, and they were getting poisoned by this ingredient through the food that they were eating that had been, those animals had been treated. So I was like, wow, this is like really, really strong, and I really don't want it on me anymore. So I went back to my original one, which I had been using, which is this one from Young Living, and it's called Cool Azul. It's a natural health product. So for myself, I really take a close look at ingredients. This does have all natural ingredients in it, and of course it's supported with essential oils, which are, and they're actually able to make the claim now that it does provide pain relief. And I'm not the only one that has found this too, because I've had some clients as well that have had this prescription pain one, and they've actually opted for this instead, and particularly one that I'm thinking of has a lot of heart issues. So, you know, those side effects, yeah, we got to just really be in charge of our own health. We need to have the knowledge that we need to move forward and do things that are, you know, that we need to ask questions and be informed about what we're doing with ourselves. So same thing with like with the essential oils. Yes, there's some that do have side effects and contraindications. So always, you know, research those as well. There's apps that you can use that show ingredients and what to look for. Is super easy to find. So yeah, I do. There's my holistic tidbit today. I encourage you to read ingredients and be informed about what you're putting in yourself, but also on yourself as well. Your skin is very absorbent, and it does, the ingredients there will enter your bloodstream and affect you. So, you know, no one should really need to have to live with pain when there's natural and free solutions too, like the points I'm going to share with you today. So I'm going to share what to do with them, how to find them, and which essential oils are also going to enhance and support them along with, you know, other tips that I've learned over the last decade or two, so that you don't have to go through all the searching, and I'll show you the shortcuts because I've been there and done that. So does anybody need to? Oh, yeah. Kim saying, yeah, good information, Carly. Oh, thank you. Thank you. And oh, Barbara's here too. She said she's feeling so much better. I think I might have put that one up already. And yeah, so thank you everyone for the feedback here. Oh, and Erin saying she's an ingredient reader too. Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot that we should be trying to avoid. I mean, MSG was the big one that came out. That really got a lot of people looking at ingredients too, because it's an addictive ingredient. So you wonder why you keep going back and craving those things. Look at the ingredients. It might be the MSG in it that's got you. And they're in chips too, a lot too. Can you tell I'm a big chip eater? So yeah, if you've experienced anything like that, like wanting to do, like if you're waiting for surgery on your knee, on your elbow, or if you've got any old injuries that keep returning and are giving you like aches and pains, like type in there, let me know. You know, and if you could just have the resources towards better health and wellness, like what would that be worth to you? If I could snap my fingers right now and make those go away and provide you with tools and support that you need to manage healing in a holistic way, what would that be worth to you? You know, let me know. Type in there too. And you know, sometimes I see at the pickleball courts, people are popping Advil like they're M&Ms, and it's like, you know, that does take a toll on your digestive system. One of my clients as well, when he broke his spine, was on ibuprofen, which is what Advil is, and on such a degree that it actually destroyed his stomach lining. He had to have part of it removed. So if you're ever taking that, make sure you take it with food. But also know, you know, pay attention to your body and what it's telling you. If there's an ache or a pain there, there's a reason for that. So if we numb it, for example, let's say, well, we're talking elbows, so an elbow, if you're taking medication to numb a pain so that you can go and play pickleball or do something that you're used to doing, what damage are you doing then that you're not feeling, but you're still causing more damage? So it's really important to have that balance in there between feeling pain and understanding that as it's a precursor to like, hey, there's something going on here, and then being able to look after that in a healing, positive, supportive way. So in this series, you're going to learn that, you know, acupressure works, and literally it is healing at your fingertips. It's non-invasive, it's easy to do, and it does only take a few minutes each day. In my holistic healing program, I do dive deeper into all of these 12 meridians and acupressure points, and I do offer guided meditations and remote healing sessions to the group. And I also look at other tips for holistic healing, such as, you know, reviewing ingredients like this, and I'll be bringing in guest speakers as well. I have that starting up again in October. So if you're interested in that, type in bonus for that, and I'll put you into I don't know, to let you know some more info about that if that's something that you're interested in finding out more about. So definitely consult a physician relating to your health and respect to any symptoms that might require immediate attention or diagnosis. And there's the disclaimer again. And so I did include in the emails a tracking chart called Tracking Your Acupressure Progress. And I'm going to show this to everybody. Now, I did show this up to the group yesterday as well, but if you missed yesterday and haven't seen the replays yet, here it is again. So it's called Tracking Your Acupressure Progress. And this section here allows you just to type in or write in where you find that you have your pain right now. Where is it? Where do you have any tension? Do you have any numbness? Do you have any skin problems that are going on in that area? and then circling on the diagram where it is that you are experiencing these symptoms right now. So just putting like a star or getting some colors out and doing some coloring on there. It does show the circulatory system, the nervous system, respiratory system, digestive system, skeletal system, and the muscular system. So wherever that's appropriate, go ahead. And if you've got more than one area, you can use the little body diagrams to just mark on more than one of them. And then the next line below here is your commitment to yourself. How many minutes are you willing to put in to do self-acupressure to get relief from these symptoms that you are experiencing? So I put in here, I plan to practice self-acupressure for 10, 20, or 30 minutes each day. So go ahead and complete that. And then for day 1, indicating where you're at on a scale of 1 to 10 with the level of your pain, with 1 being not so much and 10 being extreme, ouch, ouch, ouch. So if anyone's got pain in their elbow today, go ahead and type in the comments. Where's your pain scale on a scale of 1 to 10? Let me know, and just type that into those comments. And then I also encourage you to keep track. So on day 3, revisit this and see where your pain level is at. Day 7, where are you at? And after 3 weeks, indicate on here as well. And there's room for any comments as well for other things that might have come up for you while doing this. So in my holistic healing immersion program, we do a 21-day challenge. And so we can actually chart and see our progress. And we do that with the support of the group. And also there will be a private members only Facebook group for that as well, for people that join me for that program. Okay. So there are 12 main meridians that are leading to the different organs. They do have bilateral points on both sides of the body. And when you have balance in those meridians, the energy can flow freely and it's supporting all the organs. The human body is quite fascinating. It always wants to be in a state of homeostasis, which is balance. And when it's not in balance, your body's trying to get in balance with that. And through the energy, because we're looking at the energetic body here right now, the energy that flows through is known in different areas of the world by different names. So in China, it's called qi. In Japan, it's called ki. East India is known as prana. It's a recognized life force, and it flows within us, and our own personal energy then interacts with the cosmic, worldly energy around us. And there are 7 main chakras, which are East Indian source, and they are how our energies interact with the energies around us through the chakras, and then those can get out of balance too. But today we're going to look at the acupressure points. So they're the size of about a dime to a quarter. So they're kind of big. They're known as subos, which is a name for bowls, because they kind of feel like a little mini bowl. And the light or deep finger pressure that is used will either activate or sedate the points, but essentially what we want to do is get a balance of qi, a balance of energy there. And so once the energy is flowing freely and there's a strong pulse there, you may start to feel that pulse, and that can be felt with a lighter touch. So before we do get into the charts for those acupressure points I'm going to share with the elbows, we're going to do some more Tibetan bowl singing work here today, and that is going to help us ground into our energy. Actually, the bowl that I have here, yesterday we did the throat chakra. Today, this one is for the third eye chakra. So this one will, you may feel it resonating with you in this area, and it's about opening up our third eye. It's about opening up our intuition, it's about being open and receptive to information. So that's why I chose this one today. So if you like to join with me, just go ahead and get yourself comfortable, wiggle in your chair a bit, give a bit of a stretch if you need to, and get comfortable there. Have a sip of water if you've got your water with you. When we work with the energy in the body, it's important to stay hydrated. Our bodies are made up mostly of water, and electricity flows through water. And this is what we're working with, the energy within us, and it flows better when it's got a clear path and a lot of supportive water around as well. So when we're dehydrated, it does affect our energy levels. So we want to be hydrated when we work with the energy within ourselves. Okay, so once you're comfortable there, just take a moment to focus on your breathing. Taking a breath in, exhaling, releasing, letting go of any tension or tightness that you may be feeling. And then with the inhalation, breathing in, healing, like very positive energy, and letting that being guided to where it's needed to go in your body. And you can be visual with it and imagine it like glitter or sparkling healing energy or very bright light, allowing that to come in with the breath deep into the abdomen. Deep breath in, exhaling, releasing, letting go of all that's no longer needed. And you're welcome to close your eyes if you feel that, make sure you're not driving or anything while you do this. If you happen to be listening. So if you're in a comfortable space and it's safe to do so, you can go ahead and close your eyes and enjoy the sound of this singing bowl. These bowls are so powerful. They really are transformative. And that's why I love using them so much. And I do enjoy the fact that they can be felt through the online world as well. So taking a breath in again, and then exhaling. Do you feel more focused? Do you feel calmer? Let me know. Type in the comments. How did that affect you? Did you feel nothing? Let me know that too. Or if you do, I just experienced just a greater sense of calm and focus. I feel like I just kind of slowed down a little bit too. Share with me in the comments what your experience was with that singing bowl. Okay, so I do mention the essential oils, and since I have mentioned those, I'm going to give some quick tips on how to use them safely. First off, go easy, and if it's your first time with them, rather than going full strength, I suggest diluting with the carrier oil, and that can be like grapeseed oil, coconut oil. Never use water if you do experience irritation, because oil and water don't mix. So if you have something on your skin and it's starting to give you a bit of irritation, might feel spicy or hot, use another carrier oil to dilute that. So again, whether that's grapeseed oil or coconut oil, and that will help to dilute it. And of course, have common sense here and don't apply the essential oils to any sensitive areas. The ones that I am referring to are from Young Living essential oils. And one of the reasons I choose to use them is because of their Seed to Seal slogan and calling. It is because they take care of the whole process right from when the plants are in a seed form right until it gets sealed into the bottle. And they have their own farms and partner farms. Like I was saying, I've been to some of those, and they are amazing. If you do decide that you too would like to try some essential oils and bring those into your life, please, I would appreciate it if you could use my referral number which is 146-073-44 when you're setting up a wholesale account. And of course, if you need some assistance with that, just message me and I'll be more than willing to help you with that. Okay, so Kim is saying that she's feeling calmer. Erin's saying she feels focused and more calm. And someone else here is saying that they are feeling calmer too. So yay, that's excellent. And that was so easy to do. Does anybody else have a Tibetan singing bowl, whether it's like a small one like this or one of the larger ones or even a crystal bowl? Who has singing bowls? Let me know. I'm kind of curious as to who's got bowls in the group here. So so I just covered off those quick tips there about those essential oils. So, on a scale of 1 to 10, how badly do you want relief from the pain that you may be experiencing if it's in your elbow? Just type in the comments there. So 1 is you're like, I can kind of live with it. Doesn't bother me that much. 10 is like, I need help right now. And if I could snap my fingers and you have those resources towards better health and well-being, what would that be worth to you? Oh, and Barbara's saying she's got a small one and she loves using it. So that would be for the singing bowls. Yeah, I love people who have singing bowls. It's like we have this kind of connection. It's like we know what we're talking about when we talk about the bowls and the effects that they can have. Okay, so the first meridian we're going to take a look at is the large intestine meridian, because the 2 points that we're looking at for the elbow relief, they both are on the large intestine meridian. I'm going to share with you here what it is, where it is that you're going to be able to find them, and then what it is that we're actually going to do with them. So the first one is slide that I'm going to show you shows you the full meridian. Let me just go find that here. And it is on the large intestine one. So this one starts on the hand and goes up along the arm. You can see on that little cute diagram on the side. And the meridian is indicated in that silver gray line. And then it actually comes up and then ends at the side of the nose. The supportive essential oils for this meridian include lemon and peppermint. Lemon is good for unblocking and peppermint is really good for settling. There is a balancing point on this whole meridian, and actually that's going to be one of the ones that we look at today. And it's called large intestine 4, meeting of the valleys, and its location is on the outer hand between your thumb and pointer finger in the fleshy part of the hand. And I'll have another diagram to show you that gives a little bit more detail about that. So the 2 points that we're going to take a look at for the elbows are large intestine 11, which is in the actual elbow part, and then large intestine 4, which you can see is one I was just referencing, which is in the hand. So these are the 2 points we're going to work with for relieving elbow pain. And how to find them. First one, large intestine 11 is located right in the crook of the elbow. It's called Crooked Pond, and it's called that for a reason, because it's like, just imagine a waterfall coming off your shoulder, and you've got your arm bent. Of course, if it's sore, just bend it to wherever you feel comfortable. Coming off the shoulder and coming down towards the outer part of the elbow, you'll feel a bone. Your elbow bone will be right there. It's just before that, coming off the shoulder and down, and you'll feel it like a well. It's like the waterfalls come down here and now it's pooling in this area of your arm. So it's just on the side of the arm bone, kind of going from the point of your elbow. You'll be able to feel a bone here and then up and over, and that's where you're going to feel that hollow, that indentation. And again, this one's like a larger one. So you should be able to fit your middle finger right into that. And it is called Crooked Pond, because it's crooked and it's like a pond is pooling here from that waterfall that's just come down your arm. So you're going to take 2 fingers. I'm going to rest my arm on the table here, and then just feeling for that, getting a feel for where the actual indentation is. And when you feel like you've got it on the right spot, just to flex your arm in and out like this, and you should be able to feel the tendon kind of popping it up. You'll be able to feel some movement under there. And if you do, then you know you are in the right spot. Now I use 2 fingers, and then lightening it as well to feel a little bit of a lighter pressure. Now this one, when we're done with the series, actually, the combination of the neck, shoulder, the elbow, and the wrist, all of those points are excellent for pain relief and are really good for relieving pain through the upper body. And then we don't have to use all of them, though. That's why I'm doing these in 3 stages, so we can take a look at a couple of them at a time. You know, using just 1 or 2 of them at a time is enough. And the importance is to do it frequently and to be able to do it on such a regular basis that you'll end up getting the results that you want. So lighter touch, you may start to feel a pulse coming through. Yep, I'm feeling a pulse on mine right now, but hey, I've been doing this for 10 years, so more than that. So you may take some practice, and that's okay. Just be patient with yourself. The next one that we're going to take a look at finding is large intestine 4. So that is in the hand. So we just did large intestine 11. You can see that little dot, and this diagram will be emailed out to you as well after we are done with the session here today. And that should go out after the class. I'll make sure everybody has that, so you have that handout. And this is what you'll do with it. So the first one, you find it. And then the second one we're going to find is located in the hand. I'm going to give you a close-up. This is actually one that I use from my program. And this one's got the dot on it here with the hands showing. This is where the source point and balancing point for the whole large intestine meridian is as well. It's also known as a downward button. It's one of the most common acupressure points, and many people have heard about this one before they hear of any other one, or they know at least to push in this area if they're feeling nauseous, if you have a headache, if you're feeling like you need something to come down like heartburn, if you're feeling constipated. This is another one that is like a downwards button. Now, contraindications for this point too, you do not want to use this if you're pregnant. At least until after the due date, because this is one that is encouraging a downward flow. So you need to be aware and cautious and follow some guidelines and make sure that you're, if you have any health conditions, or if you're pregnant or have anything else going on, that you do some research and questioning and find out if this is going to be appropriate for you or not. So the large intestine meridian, the balancing point being large intestine 4, meeting of the valleys. It's on the outer hand between the thumb and the pointer finger. So to find that, you take 1 hand and come over, and not so much in the thinner like skin part. You want to get into the meaty part. So over in the fleshy area, the angle of the pressure goes towards the pointer finger, this finger. So when you have it on here, the angle of the pressure will be going towards the bone that is part of the finger here. So that's the direction you want to go. A light holding here, you will be able to feel a pulsation, and you'll want to have like some medium pressure going on here to start with. You know, give it a test and see how that goes for you, how that feels. It may be sensitive, especially if there's an imbalance in this meridian. And then using a lighter touch and see if you can start to feel some of the pulse coming through. Oh, thank you, Kim. She's just posted. If you happen to have come across this live broadcast and you have not registered by some fluke, you still can do so by making sure that we have your first name and email is all that's needed, and that way you'll get all of the emails being sent as follow-up as well. The link is a bit.ly link, bit.ly/upper body pain relief. The words are capitalized on the first letter of each of those words, upper body pain relief, and that's to make sure that you do get all of the handouts and bonuses that are coming along with this series. All right, so what are we going to do with these 2 points? Well, we're going to do some massaging, and we're going to, first of all, we're going to go in the direction from the elbow down to the hand. And you'll want to do this on both sides, even the side that does not have any aches or pains, because it's always good to know what, first off, balance from left and right, and balance on each side of the body, and also to let you realize on how it feels on a good side versus how it's feeling on your painful side. So to do this, finding that point at large intestine 11 up here, and that is going to be crooked pond for that one. To find that location from large intestine 14, and then from here, giving a bit of a massage down the line, which would be from here, just following it along the arm, light squeezing, like this, almost like a clamping. So this is the kind of pressure that you're going to use, and using that, giving your arm a bit of a squeeze. Of course, always being careful you're not hurting yourself, that you do this to your comfort level, and then ending on the hand, large intestine 4 point, and feeling for the pulse. And then doing that again, light squeezing. First find the acupressure point, feel for a pulse, or at least feel for where that bowl feeling is of the indentation, that you know you got the right spot, and then light squeezing, following that meridian, following the path of that meridian, going all the way down and ending on that balancing point in large intestine 4. And if you're able to do this 3 times, let's do that again together for the 3rd time, finding the acupressure point in the elbow, allowing yourself to do a gentle squeezing of the forearm, all the way down to the hand, ending with the large intestine 4 point in between the thumb and the pointer finger. So doing this routine with these points, I already feel my arms getting tingly. 2 to 3 times a day would be amazing if you're able to do that. Once a day would be, yeah, okay. But honestly, 2 to 3 times a day would be much better. And giving yourself, give a little bit of a quicker squeeze there, kind of get everything flowing and active again. Yeah, so that's my 2 acupressure tips, and what to do with those. That's my tip for you today to help relieve some elbow pain. I know from my pickleball friends, like there's a lot of the bands that you can get. Certainly, I know I've used those before, and as a preventative measure as well. I don't anymore. But when first getting back into playing a lot, you may find that you're overdoing it. And this, use the band, use your acupressure points, use the massage technique that I just shared with you here today, and you will be well on your way to getting some relief from your elbow pain. So if you would like to learn more tips specific to what you're experiencing, I do have several spots available for a pain relief breakthrough consultation with myself. It is a one-on-one Zoom call. If you have some more questions about what you are experiencing personally, you are more than welcome to book that with me. I'll share the link shortly. And It is free. There's no obligation, but I do have a limited number of spots, and actually just down to 4 spots left right now. So if you find that this is resonating with you and you would like to learn maybe some more ways to help relieve pain to your specific condition that you're experiencing, you're certainly welcome to go ahead and book that. Thank you, Kim. She just put the link up for me. It's bit.ly/bookwithcarly, capital B, capital W, capital C, so that you get to the right one. Book with Carly, and that I'll include that in the email as well that goes out with the chart today that I included. So, because like honestly, no one should have to live with pain when there's natural and free solutions that are going to help ease it or even eliminate it altogether. I know this knowledge, not everybody else does, and I'm on a mission to share it with as many people as I can. It works, and it's very beneficial and easy to do. Now, I also have, if you are serious about taking charge of your health and your well-being, and you are starting to really resonate with this, and you think, yeah, you know what, I could do some more, I would like to do some more, dive deeper into this with Carly. Well, guess what? I do have a program that is coming out in October. And so if you think that that might be of interest to you as well, I invite you just to go ahead and book that pain relief breakthrough consultation as well. We can chat about that some more there and see if it's a right fit for you or not. And so the last, just to wrap up here, the last thing that I just wanted to share with everybody is that we've got a final part 3 happening tomorrow, and that will be to do with wrists. We'll be doing some more bowl meditation with the singing bowls, and I'm probably going to do an ending with a combination of a routine using all the points that we've learned over the 3 days and doing that routine together tomorrow. So wrist pain, relief from that, relief from carpal tunnel pain, tendinitis. If you or anybody you know have experienced any of those things, please be sure to share this with them and let them know that they can come and register for this. And even if they've missed the first 2, they'll get all the replays. And I look forward to sharing more tips with you tomorrow. I appreciate everybody coming and taking time out of your day to learn these tips. I hope you can make good use of them, and remember to keep tracking them. Keep tracking them in your on your chart there that I gave out, and there'll be a link to that again too in the email going out shortly in case you missed that. All right, so bye for now, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.